Cheers, everybody. Welcome to a very special Bourbon and Booze. And I am super excited that you're here with me. I'm super excited to be here. So make sure you stay to the end of the video because I think that you will be quite surprised. That's not true. I have nothing for the end of the video. Cheers, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Bourbon and Booze. It is Thursday. It's Whiskey Day, and I am super glad you are here, super excited that you're here, because I'm about ready to share something very special with you. So make sure you watch the whole video, because this is something you want to get your hands on. All right, so I am really happy that I am I'm able to be more consistent. We had a spat of about 3-4 weeks where I was not able to get some videos out, but I have been a little bit preoccupied with travel, grandkids I should say, and also a little down on the weather. But we're back at it, and I am so glad that you are staying with us and enjoying these episodes. Today we have something super special, in my opinion, one of the best whiskeys, and I am biased, that has come across our bar, and we do have 1,100 bottles in this bar, so that's saying something. And that is the Prideful Goat 6-year. Prideful Goat 6-year. Hopefully you can get your hands on this. I am super excited that I was able to. I actually know one of the owners of Prideful Goat. He's a really good friend of mine. Well, I say he's really good. On my part, he's really good. I don't know. He probably doesn't know me. No, that's not true. He does know me. But he's been to the house a couple times. I've been to his house several times. And I am super excited to do a review on this. Obviously, it's going to be biased because I already know how good this is. And this is the Prideful Goat Randy Sullivan from Bourbon Real Talk. This is his whiskey. And I should have gotten him over to the house so we could do a review on it together, but we will. We'll get him here. He's been on the show once where he filmed here. He's been to the house a couple times for food and drinks, so we'll get him here again, and we'll do the whole lineup. So he does have a 6-year and a 15-year bourbon. We have several chapters of the 15-year. This is the only 6-year I think I have. I might have another one, but this is, let's see, this is batch 2 of his 6-year. He has a rye too, and I have several of those. I actually participated in the barrel pick for the next bottling of the rye, which just recently came out, and so that was fun. I hung out with Randy and a bunch of other people, and we chose that bottle as well, or that barrel for the bottling, as well as another barrel for a special bottling. That was super cool. And been a couple barrel picks with him. So this is the 6-year. It is at 58.3% or 116 proof. So it's a little spicy. It's a straight bourbon whiskey. And I don't know where it's actually sourced from. I think it is bottled down in Texas, but I think it's actually sourced out of Kentucky. And I don't know if he's forthcoming with that or not. We'll have to ask him when he's on the air. The price on this locally is about $60. It can range a little heavier, a little lighter, depending on where you are. And I do know that you can buy this online through a couple online sources like Sealbox and Bourbon Outfitters. And I have seen this in other states, so that's really cool. I did see this in Louisiana. I actually saw it in Washington State when I was up there recently. So it is available in a lot of states. All right, so, wow. Price-wise, it's a 1 because of its cost, but everything else is fabulous. The aroma on this, lots of complexity here. Okay, let's, right off the bat, I'm getting that dark cherry, tobacco, and a little leather. Leather is something that I don't get very often. But I am getting a little bit of that old leather and tobacco. I'm getting that dark fruit. I always associate that with dark cherry, but there's also some stone fruit in here, apricot or pear. Getting a little earthiness. There is cinnamon in here. So a little cinnamon, little spearmint. I always kind of associate that mint and cinnamon together as spearmint. We're also getting some vanilla and molasses. It's super complex. Randy does nothing but to perfection. If it's not worthy, he's not putting it out. And I know several distillers like that. This is just super complex and aromatic. It's going to be, to me, a 4.5 on aroma. There's a couple things that I wish I could get a little bit more of. So that's why it's a 4.5. It's really aromatic. I do have several bottles of the 15 and quite a few bottles of the rye. I think I might have another bottle of the 6 year. So I like to just sit and smell. Perfect. All right, let's go for that taste. Let's jump right to bite. It's a little hints. And what did I say the proof was? 116? Almost 117. It's a little bit spicy on the front end and a little bit of, I don't know, harshness, if that's a bad word, acidic on the back end, but it goes away almost instantly. So the bite on this is misleading because where most whiskeys linger for quite a bit on the back end, that lingering effect that just lives there. And you need to, chase it with something cooler. It's not there at 116. It's not there. So I'm going to say that the bite on this is probably at least a 4, if not 4.5. It's there, but not very prominent. So yeah, this kind of surprising. I'd like to go ahead and compare it to something similar to 116 because it dissolves right away. I mean, it's just not there. It's probably because this is in my sweet spot. So there's a lot of talk about proofage and people most recently, I say in the past 5 years, people are really getting into that cask strength or that barrel proof. And so they want that higher proof. And most of my friends are very high proof people. I know Randy is. And so they want that higher proof, almost to hazmat, to 130, 40%, which, whoo, that's Balcones stuff. That's just too much. For me, my sweet spot is between 95 and 115. Anywhere in there is just gorgeous for me. I love it. I do love 80, 85, 90%. And this, we're talking bourbon. So when we talk Scotch, it's a whole different story. Whole different story. But American bourbon, or American rye, I think between 95 and 115. And so this falls within that. So this is right in my sweet spot. It's a little on the high end of my sweet spot though. But I would say, yeah, this is about a 4, 4.5 on bite. Now aroma, or flavor. Nice. Complex. It's got that warming feeling. So not a cool down. This is something definitely for a cooler weather day, or if you got the air conditioning blazing, because it's got that warming effect. Very complex. No real boldness in your face that is off-putting. I'm getting a sweetness to it, that corn sweetness, so that vanilla from the barrel, molasses. I'm also getting some really nice deep leather richness, a little tobacco, deep leather richness, deep dark fruit richness, that dark cherry. A little bit of apricot. Something else there. This is absolutely fabulous. And this is one of the reasons that I've kind of really latched on to Prideful Goat, and really am trying to expand my relationship with Randy, because he's got his own show, and even though my show's been along a lot better, he's a much better showmanship. You got to watch him. He's great. And Wes, who's on the show with him, I just think that he does a really great job in picking his barrels and getting the right time to bottle. And this is a prime example. So, yeah, you just definitely have to try Prideful Goat, whether it's their rye or their 15-year, which is kind of hard to find and pricey. The 15-year runs about $150, so it's a little bit pricey. The 6-year and the 6-year rye is right around, we're gonna say 50. You can get it a little bit cheaper, a little bit more expensive, depending on where you're shopping. But definitely try this out. If you watch the BRTC channel, Bourbon Real Talk, guy with the beard, not the really long beard, but Randy, he's the guy that puts this out, and he's great for asking questions. So just give him a little message. He'll pretty much answer any question you have about this, and I promise you that we will get him on the show down here, maybe even up there, and try side-by-sides of all of the 15, 6, and the ryes. Yeah. This is by far one of my favorites. I know 2 distillers pretty well. Actually, I know 3 distillers pretty well, and all 3 of them I made relationships with them because they have outstanding products. So super happy for that. All right, guys, I kind of be rambling here, so I'm going to let you go. Make sure you check out all of our other videos Monday through Friday. Hopefully we can keep this up. Tomorrow's Friday. Hopefully we can have a video tomorrow, and it should be a cocktail. We've been doing straight whiskey this week, so we'll try to have a cocktail tomorrow. I actually have a cocktail already filmed, but not sure I want to put that out. We'll see. But go ahead and check it out. Make sure you leave your comments below about Prideful Goat. Can you get it where you are? Let me point that in the right direction. Can you get it where you are? What are your notes on this? What are your thoughts on this? And if you can't get it, check out Sailbox or Bourbon Outfitters. I know you can usually find them there, and they will ship to your house in most states. So check them out. All right, guys, check out Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. Getting better at not saying Twitter. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, as well as all of our merchandise. And we're still working on new merchandise, new webpage, the whole work. So check them out. All right, guys. Have a great week. Remember, there's no bad whiskey. There's only good whiskey and great whiskey. And Prideful Goat 6-year bourbon, straight bourbon whiskey, exceeds good whiskey. This is excellent. Cheers.